Oh, Mike, congratulations. You're 1 year older, wiser, and that much sexier. Happy birthday, baby.
Asante sana, by the way. Thank you for saying that. I'm wiser, older, and all of that, because yes, I am. Plus, the workout's coming out really good. Getting that six-pack. At least what's remaining.
He keeps talking about it, but he won't show it. So you'll whip it out for us today, right?
Yeah.
The six-pack.
Just okay.
Welcome to yet another episode of Sports Central. This is the show that guarantees you your weekly fix in sports action. Pero ya tu sabes, Indio. So with that said, we have quite a show in store for you. Thank you for being there.
Yes, and since it is Thursday, Kumbuka, we've got so much lined up. So I hope you have everything that you need so that you don't have to move a muscle and, of course, get to enjoy some great sporting action right here. We're your hosts, Mike Mondo.
And I'm Wanjira Longhour. Mike, I gotta tell you, the thing that I think I'm looking forward to most, recapping all the really dope locations that we've hit up and all the crazy things we've seen while you were watching.
Absolutely. Plus, you see the guys behind me. Say hello, guys. Yep, we shall be having a studio hangout. Find out what these guys are here to talk about. It's absolutely amazing. You don't want to miss this.
Oh, fresh to death. Coming up first.
Let's take a look at the Men's Hockey Premier League as we catch up on the weekend fixture which brought together the league's top side Kenya Police against the third side Butali Sugar Warriors. The Kenya Police got to a great start with Moses Cheplaiti and Samuel Wakila scoring 2 goals in the first quarter. Butali were determined to put up a fight, ensuring that they also got to the scoring board with a brilliantly taking short corner, creating a chance for Emmanuel Simiyu to score. Despite the spirited performance from Butali, 2-1 is how it ended, with a great result for the Kenya Police, ensuring they continue to enjoy the league's top spot.
Well, welcome back to Sports Central. As we have assured you, we've got some really, really dope guests in studio. And actually, they're going to help us comment about all these trips down memory lane. Get ready, because here they come. Join us, guys. Please, welcome. Do it with more excitement. We don't bite.
All right, karibuni sana to Sports Central. First of all, I want to say thank you for taking the time out and joining us on the show. So we're going to start from the end. Please tell us who you are and what sport you're into.
My name is Darwin Mukidza. I play for KCB. We're just from clinching the 2 prestigious cups in the country, the 15th cups, of course. And we're preparing very well for the 7th season that is coming ahead. And I also play for Kenya 7s and Kenya 15s.
My name is Sylvia Wairimu, and I represent the national women's cricket team. We also are just from a tournament in Kigali where we won the Kwibuka Peace Tournament 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And we're now currently preparing for the women's qualifiers that will be held in September in Namibia.
My name is Eric Njiru. I'm a rugby writer, rugby journalist, of course. I do cover these guys, Kenya 7s, Kenya 15s, Kenya Lionesses, like everyone. I'm looking forward to going to Japan if they qualify.
So they better do the right thing so that you can be having a reason to go to Japan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Lydia Kaparo. I'm also part of the national women's cricket team. I play tennis as well. I just I participated in the Kenya Open tennis that is ongoing, and hockey is also part of my life. So I play a couple of sports, coach and officiate.
So what don't you
do? That is a big question.
Awesome stuff.
Medi Kagere. I play for Gor Mahia, the champions of the Sports Pesa Super Cup, and now heading forward for Everton. So guys should be careful with us, because we are more than ready.
I'll even ask you on that, by the way. Do you think you'll beat them?
Of course. We have to win. We are the champions. They are yet to face the champions, so they have to be careful.
So I should put my money on you.
You have to put, of course.
So well, thank you once again, guys, for coming through. We'll take a look at, of course, a few clips from throughout the year in sports and get your opinions about the sports situation in the country. I really can't wait to hear your thoughts on that.
I think it's going to be interesting, put lightly, Mike. And with us 2 clowns in store, you know it's going to be definitely, well, funny. Let's just put it that way. More coming up. We're just gearing up for everything that you're about to see, so stay right there. It's all happening now.
Karibu sana, and just in case you are joining us, this is Sports Central. We are the show that guarantees your weekly fix in sports action.
And speaking of sports action, we've had a whole year of it. That means there are a lot of clips, so many bloopers, and many other things to giggle about. Take a look. From also excited about everything that's happening in sports here in the 254.
Siweni fan wa ball baba, make sure you tune in, cause why? Well, Team Kubwa was in the country. I'm talking about Southampton FC. Find out about that amazing clinic. It's all happening at Matasi Ngong, that community tournament that's organized by the Rugby Patron.
SportPesa is making waves and history by going global. They've announced a 3-year agreement which they've signed to sponsor Hull City. Southampton Football Club also announced that they signed a 3-year agreement with SportPesa as their official betting partner.
Training facilities are very impressive.
Every player has his own individual spot.
One person you need to start following, Elias Sharman.
We get to hang out with the former WBO heavyweight champion, find out who he is, and of course who he's training right here in Kenya. You'll find out exactly who made it to the SportPesa All-Star team.
Do you know anything about Nairobi Waters ladies handball team?
We'll take you to Limuru Country Club where, my guy, you don't want to miss this one.
We actually got to find out what really happened with the Kenya versus Germany Rugby 15s game. We find out about the 3rd edition of the Arsenal Coaching Clinic. What is the business end of the SportPesa Super Cup? So have a closer look at that.
Well, tune in to find out what was Wanjira's favorite sport in high school. Trust me, this one you don't want to miss because we hang out with a team that's playing the same sport, but they're not necessarily in high school.
We are working a lot in terms of development for upcoming players.
As you can see behind me, everyone's having a good time. So hey, keep it Sports Central.
Thank SportPesa kama sponsors kwa hiyo opportunity wametupea.
Don't come here thinking, oh, I'm fit, blah, blah, blah. No, because in this gym, we break people.
Get ready, because epic is what's going down.
Watch the weights go all the way up as we get to hang out with weightlifting champion Messi Obiero.
There's a great chance maybe to be taken in Europe to play in the big clubs.
Ni asubuhi?
Asubuhi sana.
We get to hang out with the SportPesa Super 8 Premier League champions Kayole Asubuhi, find out how they're preparing for the new season.
Welcome back to our 1-year anniversary episode. That's right, 52 whole episodes of Sports Central. And I think this is a very, very cool time to have some really incredible athletes in so that they can kind of review all our wackiness, all the hilarity, all the bloopers. And so that's precisely what we're doing today. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
What has stood out for you in the world of sports?
We went to Dubai in December, and the girls came first. And then earlier this month, we went to Rwanda, and then we performed well as well. And we actually came back with that cup, which we had won in 2015. Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you find that there's any kind of glass ceiling for women in the sports arena?
With our performances currently last year and this year as well, I think we're headed somewhere. So we're waiting for a big tournament, which is the World Cup qualifiers, and we believe that if we do well, everyone is going to notice us. So we're just praying that everything goes well, we get better performances by the day, so sponsors will come in, everyone will just come in and support us.
So if you just keep your head down and work, then it's all going to work out, huh?
Yeah.
This year on Sports Central, we've covered a lot of rugby action, the 7s team, the 15s team, and of course, I was there when you guys played the Elgon Cup against Uganda. I mean, seriously, what needs to change? What more do you need to see us improve on when it comes to covering rugby?
I can say the media has done its part. It's only us who need to up our game, as we've started the season on a low a little bit, but we're still on the right track because we are aiming at our eyes are on the prize, and the prize is the 2019 World Cup, and we still have time to change everything and be back on the track here.
We've covered Gor Mahia a lot. What do you think we should do more of when it comes to covering football on the show?
Actually, it's an achievement, and it helps most of the players to be worldwide seen. Like now, everyone in Tanzania will talk about that. They know what they're seeing. They see all the upgrades that are in the sports. For what I would say, Sports Central has done everything good that is supposed to be done for the club.
Mehdi, you're definitely an athlete. I can just tell by your build. And if you're playing for Gor, then you must be very serious about two things: football and Gor, okay? But you're stroking this basketball with a whole lot of love. Do you play any other sports? He even went and picked up the basketball.
Yes, this one looks like the football game.
Oh, okay, so it's round, it's spherical.
So I wouldn't have grabbed the rugby ball because it would be taking me somewhere astray. So I need to stay on the line.
Fair enough, fair enough. I can totally understand that.
So tell me, how are you guys preparing for Everton?
Actually, I've been watching the Premier League and I've seen some exciting players there. There's I have to learn from the greatest players that are, ahead of us. Like Lukaku, he's a good player. So I need to learn more from him. Okay. So by playing against him, there's something I'm gaining. It's an achievement.
Will you beat them?
Of course.
But of course. There's definitely more funny stuff coming up. We're very excited to have everyone here in studio. This is true sportsmanship, I must say, to come together as a team and critique one another. Stay tuned, because there's more laughs to be had.
Vivo, Chicote!
That is a no-throw.
It's all about that Kenya Open, and we've got the scoop.
We've not traveled to Kakamega to lose.
Beautiful women and the wilderness. Find out about that all-ladies team that is preparing for this year's edition of the Rhino Charge.
You're not gonna want to miss anything. This episode got too much sauce, Mike.
Too much sauce. Too much sauce.
That's right. Until then, though, keep it Sports Central. So, ladies and gents, it's been amazing having you here today to kind of, critique us and let us know what you think about Sports Central and coverage. What is something, it could be unrelated to your sport, that you really want to see on the show?
If you can cover more in the lower levels, like the secondary schools games, that's where our clubs pick some of the players. It doesn't matter if it's rugby or football or cricket or somewhere. That way it will be easier for even the younger guys to
gain exposure,
gain exposure or market themselves outside, because nowadays, or the way the sport is headed in this country, it's going to be professional, and at least it's paying, and people are making something out of it from the sports.
For me, I would say perhaps you could interview the coaches and get their insights in terms of how they see the different sports, like the way you've brought all of us together from different sports. Maybe their insights on how they prepare the players can be quite similar, or it may be different, and it may have worked for their teams that they are coaching.
This thing called National 7th Circuit that's coming up soon, like in September. Some guys just think we only have Kenya 7s. No, this place comes from the 7th circuit where you have in Kenya. So many teams are playing, the likes of Kisii, Makueni, RFC. Let's go down there, let's get those players, the young players, of course, and guys to see how they're doing. Something else is the women's rugby. Those ladies, they just play, they're just there, but guys don't know about them. Then they're of course going to qualify for the World Cup. They're going for the qualifiers in Tunisia. And guys need to support them to see them going to San Francisco. Yeah.
If you have something like this we're having right now, the coverage, kids can be able to know maybe there's a sport called kabaddi. When they see it on TV, they can know, I would love to play. Where can I get the contacts to be able to join the groups? Such things, Okay.
The Sports Central has done a good job, and only one thing maybe I would advise to motivate the young generation so that they can get used to the new things in whatever and they grow in life.
Well, absolutely fantastic stuff, and I think we'll take that into consideration. And as we start off our second year, we just want to say thank you very much for always entertaining us. I love coming to the games. I love watching the games, and of course, for everyone watching us, Kumbuka, we go to these games to get you to appreciate the hard work that they put in. So make sure that you attend, of course, a lot. Rugby, it could be cricket, it could be Gor Mahia playing Everton, by the way, all of that. Yeah. And so, no, the greatest club.
Come correct or not at all, Mike. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for being here today. It's truly an honor and a privilege to be in your presence, and also to get your candid opinions of these things, and so we can find out how not only to better this show, but a lot of what you're saying is how to better posterity and make it easier for future generations to be able to get access to some of the opportunities that you all have. So that's very incredible. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. Just because these guys are going to check out in a minute doesn't mean that we don't still have a barrel of laughs to go through. So stay right there. More coming up.
Mike.
Yo.
Mike, tell us what's happening this week on Sports Central.
Well, this week,
Now it's red. And then we get to kick it with the Shujaz as, I'm sorry, am I doing the right thing?
Face off with Western Steamer Bulls.
And
Like and follow us on all your social media channels.
really?
Oh my God.
45.
To keep us with blah 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 and blah blah blah. Can we do that again, please?
Ballers, they gon' ball. Shot callers, they gonna call. That ain't got nothing to do with me and you. That's the way it is. The third edition of the Sport Pesa Arsenal. Sorry.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
Let's do this again.
You're watching Sports Central, the show that guarantees your weekly fix. What are we looking at?
I think he didn't know what to look at.
Yeah, because I knew Swazi was going to go down.
You've seen some life, young man. You've seen some life. What? Now, the last time that we were on... Not the last time. Sorry, it wasn't the last time.
It's a tick.
Yeah.
Director, you rock. You rock.
Welcome back.
Oh, who's starting off? Oh, it's you. Okay, cool. My bad.
Right here is where you're gonna get blood. You're gonna get it.
So
I'm doing everything
Of course, we'll entertain you on Saturday.
We'll leave you seeing
We'll leave you be. We'll leave you be. Check this out.
Just keep it Sport Central.
Well, that concludes another dope episode of Sports Central. What can we say? It's the gift that keeps on giving. Make sure that you follow us on all our social media because we'll have plenty more in store.
Yo, Wanji, I was just thinking, since it is, of course, a day when we have guests in studio, I think they should wrap up the show.
Wait, before I forget, make sure that this Saturday you find yourself at the RFUEA grounds because that's where you're going to get the Kenya-Tunisia game. And guess who's going to be playing? This guy.
Guys, turn up in large numbers, kujeni mtu support. Tuna promise tuta entertain Sato na tuwapatia results mnataka. Thanks for tuning in.
But until then,
keep it Sports Central.